Yo, so we have a new Eddie Murphy joint from Prime, right? Amazon AMGM and all of that shenanigans. It is directed by Tim Story, written by Kevin Burrows and Matt Mider. The film is produced by John Davis, John Fox, Carice M. Hewitt, Tim Story, and Eddie Murphy. It's executive produced by Vicky Mara Story, Jeremy Steen, Matt Mider, Ross Fanger, and Kevin Burrows, with associate production from Zach Watkins. Christopher Lennertz took care of the music. Larry Blanford is on cinematography. Craig Alpert edits the piece. Right, with Mary Vanu and Michelle Wade Bird handling all the casting. Right, production design is Clay A. Griffith. Art direction is Ricky Aguirre. Beat Frutiger, Emma Rentz, Rebecca Runyon, and Angela Stufa. Right, Lisa K. Sessions handled set decoration. We've got hair, makeup, Vera Stenberg, Tracy Moss, Stacy Morris, Alex A. Lucas, Michelle Lewis, Harriet Landau, Chawana Jones, Conrad Hilton, Yvetra Grantham, Tamika Dixon, Nancy Cummings, Louisa V. Anthony, and Terrence Alston. Okie dokie. Alright, what else do we have floating around? Okay, let's just get to the cast. Oh, no, we got some of the stunts, right? We got El Bradha, Rustic Bodomov, Amanda Bradley, Joe Baccaro III, Paul Chappelle, Lawrence Chavez, Courtney Chen, Jeremy Connor, Yezane Cozio, Al Jaffrey, Lex D. Giddings, Jeff Gruff, Chase Grushguk, and there's a lot more, right? Our cast. So, Eddie Murphy is Russell Pierce. His wife, Natalie, is played by Eva Longoria. We have got his boss, right, Clark, played by the great Andrew Dice Clay. That was a surprise. Right, his new partner, Travis Stoley, is played by Pete Davidson. We've then got Zoe, played by Keke Palmer. Her partner's Banner, played by Jack Kesey. And Miguel, played by Ismael Cruz Cordova. Right, there is Mikey, played by Jeff Holbrook. Chop Shop, played by Marshawn Lynch. You got the waitress, played by Lara Grice. Unit King is the service entrance security guard. Nelson Bonilla is the casino guard. We got a cameo by Roman Reigns, but he's not Roman Reigns. He's on here, right, on IMDb, it says he's the MMA fighter. I don't know if that was actually said, but it was just a photo shoot, right? And it was just like, oh yeah, this guy, and he's blah, 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 blah. Right, so yeah, he's in it. His manager is played by Ray Murphy Jr. Yeah, I mean, that is basically the main lot of people, I would say. The gist of the film: a routine cash pickup takes a wild turn when two mismatched armored truck drivers, Russell and Travis, are ambushed by ruthless criminals led by a savvy mastermind, Zoe, with plans that go way beyond the cash cargo. As chaos unfolds around them, the unlikely duo must navigate high-risk danger, clashing personalities, and one very bad day that keeps getting worse. So that is the plot of this. I think I remember this being talked about a while back, but I completely forgotten about it, to be honest with you people. And so I'm just flicking around and it pops up. I'm like, okay, I'll give it a check, right? Dear, oh dear. It's, I mean, Prime, obviously, they got some good stuff, right? You've got an abundance of choice. But they also, sometimes they'll list old films as new, right? We've stumbled upon that one. And then they'll put out complete stinkers. Complete stinkers. Bit like War of the Worlds from last week, which, oh, it's so bad. And you hope that, something's going to be good. With Eddie Murphy, it's getting really hard. It's getting really fucking hard. There's just been so many turkeys of late, and you find yourself scratching your head like, Eddie, what is going on? It is, boy, it's tough, right? I mean, I have to say, I was optimistic because Dolomite Is My Name was really good. I enjoyed that. But then we had the Haunted Mansion. We had Coming to America, right? We had that one. Candy Cane Lane. Oh, what was that? What was that? I mean, there's just been these, terrible, terrible films of late, right? And it just has you scratching your head, you people. He just keeps on rolling out some turkeys, but you always, like, as I said, you know he's a good actor, right? Dolomite Is My Name is the living proof, right? So you're just like, come on, man, give me another one of them. Give me another one of them. Yeah, the pickup is not another Dolomite. Oh man, just it's a played out idea, right? You take two very different people, and you put them together, right? They've got to partner up to get this thing done. Like, we have just seen it so many times. And basically with the same setup, right? And it's just well, you wonder, right? When people write that down, right? They're putting that script together, they're writing that down, and like, yeah, we got these two guys, and they're so different. They don't just pause and go, "Oh, am I really doing this?" Right? Like, I can't be that lazy, right? I need to, right? Is it a placeholder? Then they forget to go back and change it. Can they just not think of a good way to get it started? So they're just like, I've got to do this, but the rest of the film makes up for it, right? Is that the fault? I don't know. But it is just one of them things that we, as I say, it's just time and time again. And it's always bad, you know? So we have them, but we also have this other incident with Travis, right? Where he's in the bank and a woman wants to give him some paper, and then he assumes it's one of them ones, right? Where you go, oh, what's this say? Oh, this is a stick up, and if you blah, blah, blah. Right? So automatically he pulls the gun. Right? He pulls the gun automatically. When, I mean, firstly, it wouldn't have taken him a second to read the paper. Thirdly, right? It's like a very odd assumption to jump to, you know? But then they go on a date, which very weird, very, very weird. But we don't get, here's the thing, as the film goes on and more information comes out and all of this kind of stuff, right? We don't get a rationale for why, right, Zoe like picked Travis. Because for everything to work out, you need to know that Travis has, you know, so it's just like, what happened if he doesn't? You know what I mean? It's just like, okay. You know, so there's that, which doesn't really make any sense. There's a bit close to the beginning, right, where something goes down, right? And they're struggling and boom, 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 boom. But towards the end of the sequence, a vent in the roof is opened, right? And you just go to yourself, wouldn't that have been the first fucking thing you do? You know what I mean? Like, everything going down and all of this, knowing that that's a way to alleviate the situation, you would open the vent. You'd open the vent. Oh, man. I'm scratching my head like, what? So we have that, which, baffling. A baffling thing, you know? Also, just the dialogue, the interactions between everyone is just so weird. It is so weird, right? Like, there's a bit, and Travis is like, Kobe, and then Ray is like, Reggie Miller. And it's kind of like, firstly, why would you even shout out Kobe? Right? It was a weird interaction. You know, people saying things that no one would say in that scenario, right? Just clunky and a lot of, I think desire to go, look, there's a difference between these two people, right? One's older than the other. They've both got different cultural references. Oh, how can we play that? Right? That's what it was. And it was so forced. So forced. Even, right, the opening with Russell and Natalie. Weird, right? It just doesn't. They're meant to be celebrating their 25th wedding anniversary. You do not get the vibe that these two have been together for 25 years. And especially when you factor in the, kind of what leads into the end. Because you just be like, but if someone told you something, surely you just believe them, right? And especially if it's been 25 years. So what actually leads you to, it is just things that make no sense when you're trying to build a three-dimensional character, right? Like, but everything is very surface level, right? We don't get deep on anything. It's just like we know Russell and Natalie want to open up another, move their careers, right? We know Travis wants to be a policeman, but, the whys and the who's and the where, like all of this, it's non-existent, right? Just non-existent. We get a rationale to why all of this is going down. And again, it is from the tried and tested book of boring scenarios, right? We've had it so many times, but it's kind of like, Travis says a thing after hearing the story, and it's just kind of like, okay, yeah. So in, a few years, you decide to pick up all of these skill sets. And I think flying a plane is one of them as well, right? And you just think it can take people lifetimes to master one of those things. But this person picked all of them up. Every single one. Oh, it's crazy. It was just, boy, this was a hard watch. Now, it's definitely better than War of the Worlds. Right? But the bench, you're right, it's not high. You know what I mean? Like, anything is going to be better than War of the Worlds, right? But look, if you like a certain type of movie, you'll be fine with this. You can look at previous Tim Story films, and it's probably along those lines, right? When you go Taxi and Ride Along and Barbershop, right? All of them things. It's along those lines. Now, though all of those films, I would say, are better than this. But, it's one of those, right? When you can place it with stuff like The Man from Toronto, Yeah. Those kind of things. Lift, right, from last year. What you had that Back in Business film, that Jamie Foxx one. Man, like if you like those type of films, I think Pickup might work for you, but don't, as I said, don't be expecting like incredible dialogue. Do not expect a script that makes sense, a story that is logical. Don't expect any of those things. If you can kind of separate yourself from that, possibly you'll enjoy it. Right? They've thrown in car chases and cars blowing up, all of this kind of thing, gunfights. Though someone got shot in the face, right? They're wearing a motorcycle helmet. They get shot in the face and they're cool. I'm like, I am not a, I'm not a doctor, but I kind of figured that a bullet will go through a bicycle helmet, right? Well, a motorcycle, but same, right? Bullets going through, you're dead. So if you can, you know what I mean, separate yourself from all of them things, then the pickup could very well work for you. As I say, look, this is a Prime Video original. So if you've got Prime, you'll be able to watch it, for free. Which, yeah, I don't think anyone would want to pay for this. But yeah, if you've got Prime, you can watch it for free, people. So, maybe, just maybe, the pickup is for you. Enjoy.